If not, who cares? I hit the button and what it's gonna take.
Oh, it says
Oh,
live now then, Matt.
it says we've been live for 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Even like we've been live before I hit the button.
Mm,
What's going on?
I'm good. How are you? It's still dark over
I'm
there.
even if it was light, it would still be dark.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying?
true. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking dark right now. Maybe I'll shave today, maybe I won't. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
don't think. Am I here for the lighting? I mean, uh,
So dark
how
there.
any boogers? No.
No, you're good. You're all right.
um, so I think we're just kind of chatting. I did that live right now with friends, and
Yeah, I've seen that. That Matthew Perry, isn't it? Did he
it's
die in a
very
bathtub?
interesting. They said like a hot tub, jacuzzi. Um,
Yeah.
I didn't dive
Oh,
like all deep on it, like because come on, we already know it's fake. That's what they said, but and then Houston equals 112, and Whitney Houston died on 11/2, the February 11th, and she
that was
drowned.
bad
And
news.
Aaron Carter drowned also, and they said apparently with Matthew Perry, and they said like accidentally with Aaron Carter, and that was 11/5 last year. We're coming up on 11/5, and killing equals 115, but and then that's all synced up with Astro World, Travis Scott. I said that slowly because I'm trying to catch a connection.
Mm,
Travis Scott and the Houston Astros when they won the World Series. Now Texas is in the World Series against the Diamondbacks. You have Friends, which is based out of New York. You have number 19 on the apartment. You know, they look across, and then some of them, I think it was Jennifer Aniston, maybe lived across in the other tower across the other building
mm,
from her. They would look out across, and then maybe there was that old man over there as well, if you remember
yeah.
Friends.
Yeah, I vaguely remember. I've seen it a few
And
times. Mm.
it's synced up with Luke Perry. And it's interesting because I was just talking about this the other day because I oversee, you hear people watching the script and falling for it around you, maybe in your life or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, huh, that's interesting. That's when I saw the 19 on the door. And then I started talking about, dude, y'all know that he's connected with Luke Perry, Beverly Hills 90210, which is like the same thing as Friends, basically, but they were high school, and then Luke Perry died, right?
Mm.
Matthew Perry, Luke Perry. It's just interesting. His birthday is one day after mine because the whole world's fake. So you could talk about that character. Definitely a character if you watch that show, one of a kind. I mean, that is kind of like me, and I'm not just saying that in a way that's who do you think you are? I'm saying the world's fake. His birthday is one day after mine.
Yeah.
Chandler Bing, Chandler, Arizona, right here, right there. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying?
Mm.
It's just that shit's just interesting. You know what I mean? And I was talking about it the other day, telling people as they were hating me for some weird reason. And now they're like, wow, that's weird. He was just talking about that the other day. You know what I mean? And I
Yeah.
didn't say nothing about Matthew Perry's gonna die. I didn't, I don't predict stuff like I was talking about
No.
how Luke Perry died, and I know that look at them, they look kind of similar. And even Luke Perry equals 112, like drowning in Houston.
Wow.
And I mean, I didn't go deep even on that, but his death date 3/4, murder and morgue 34. and it connected elsewhere, but I didn't even go deep. 90210. I mean, you have Hollywood, 90210, kind of Beverly Hills. Is that kind of similar? I don't know. I don't want to
Yeah.
randomly just go on the fly like that, but 90210, 11, 12, right? 9 plus 2 plus 1 is 12, which is interesting
Mm.
because drowning equals 112, right? Houston equals 112. Luke Perry equals 112. And that number is hitting all day long right now.
Yeah, it's like it goes through like a cycle, doesn't it, of numbers? Like you get one set of numbers, and then as you go
Yeah.
on, you get another set of
Yeah.
numbers that keep coming.
And I apologize because I just start talking and talking. Like, did I even ask you how you were doing?
I'm good, Matt. How are you? I am
Um,
good.
I'm okay. Like, I'm looking at the trending news and I can't believe how caught up we are. So we may just do this and just post this like this and we're not necessarily talking about numbers right now. I just
No,
have it. But I mean,
isn't this
what's going
back?
on?
Go on.
What's going on in your world? You know, I'm working now and it's just, it's been a few months and it is terrible. Like, just I mean, it's okay, but man, after this, you break away for a little bit, I don't know if there's any returning.
It's hard to go back into it. I can't imagine what that's like to go back into like a workplace knowing
It's
what
just
you know
more
now.
slaves than ever.
I bet you can feel it a lot more, can't you? Like how if you've been out with it for a while.
It's more slaved out than ever, man.
Mm.
I mean, and I'm not really, if they did see this and fire me, I'm cool with that because come on, man. You're not going to stop me from being myself. And I'm not doing anything so come on, you're not that great of an organization. You know what I'm saying? You're not
No.
like I work for the NFL. Come on, man. And that's not a great organization. I'm just saying. Really?
It's not easy to be around people that aren't aware either, is it? I find that really difficult.
It's not, I
That aren't
mean,
aware
yeah,
of certain stuff.
it's not necessarily, I don't really care if they're awake or not because I can't control that. It's just how they're programmed to act and how that could impact people around. That's just I'm a real
Mm.
person, so it's kind of hard for me to be fake if people are being wrong around me. Like I want to be like, hey, you're wrong, you know what I mean? But then, oh, you can't say it. You're a bad guy. And if you're a guy,
Yeah.
then it's like, they kind of program you, and I think it works a little bit on everybody, and it's hard to shake off with, you know what I mean? You want to speak your mind as a guy, maybe your voice is borderline, just naturally loud, bam, you're aggressive. Maybe you're abusive. I mean, this is the stuff that we have to deal with, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, what are they calling it now? Like toxic masculinity, aren't they? This is like a new phrase that's
That's what
been.
that's what the puppet Tom McDonald said. Yeah.
Oh, is he's that rapper, isn't he? See that rapper?
Yeah, and
Tom.
I fell for that when I came right out of prison. In
Yeah, I've
21,
heard some of this
the end of
stuff.
21, I fell for it.
He's controlled though, isn't he? I think he's controlled.
Pretty sure that they're pushing Trump.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm pretty
Somebody
sure
that's
that they're
pushing
pushing
that
Trump.
agenda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And whenever you see that anything associated with Trump, um, something is controlled. And I mean anything. I don't
Yeah.
Let me see. I'm trying to look at myself here. I like to pride myself on really not stopping on exposing the trafficking that has been put out there by news. There's been news stories about trafficking, and I kind of pride myself on that as always being a main focus with, and it's hard because there's a lot of these underlining, whatever you want to call it, rituals going on, but the trafficking and anything to do with like protecting kids because they're innocent, that's different. Adults can mess up all day long, right?
Yeah.
You deal with it. You make your choices. Nobody has no sympathy for you, right? And I understand that a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Even me, like, hey,
Mm,
I'm going to work. Oh, sounds like you're complaining. I mean, I'm talking about natural emotions there, right? Somebody's rude to
absolutely.
you want to respond. Anyways, my main focus is on, it's really the trafficking and the kids, the panda story with the
Mm,
negotiations with the China government. Come on, man. For what kind of exchange are we talking about? And then the contract with the Ford model, we went over that last night. Of course, it's not here now. I'm looking, but anyways, that like a contract, a negotiation, automobiles, traffic.
yeah.
The movie 8 Mile that was in the news, Tory Lane's traffic, right? Sexy
Mm,
Red synced up with the big sexy chain with the NWO, big sexy Kevin Nash back in the day. NWO, what's going on right now? Um, he was Diesel like hauling stuff. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Hmm.
There
Yeah.
wasn't
And
there at the start of the lockdown, a story with the Evergreen ship getting trapped as well in the Suez Canal.
I may have missed that one. Was that recently?
Mm. I think that was back in like 2020 when like
Oh, I
everyone
remember that
started
when.
waking up to this.
Oh, it was
Yeah, with
yeah,
and
when
like
they.
Hillary Clinton's
Oh,
code
that's a good
name.
one.
Yeah,
That's a
Hillary
good
Clinton's
one. I
code name
remember
was
that.
Evergreen, wasn't it? Mm.
I'm not sure, but I was in prison. I remember watching that
Oh, were you
in
still in
Suez
prison at that
Canal.
time?
Yeah, it was. We
Mm.
had the pandemic, and they were talking about that was the script that we couldn't get product, and they were trying to scare us. Remember? I don't know if you
Yeah.
remember that because we all get different news, right? Suez Canal blockage exposed larger crisis in shipping industry caused by CV pandemic. Yeah, and we're not really on here. I don't know why it won't let me try to share a screen. I understand this is just the phone. I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
that people have shared pictures or phones on StreamYard or pictures or I see the video thing. That's just weird. Anyways, we're not
Mm.
really here to decode right now. I'm actually looking forward to an app here soon.
What are you looking forward to?
I'm just looking forward to a nap. But
Um,
but the I guess this is kind of like a different way we can just speak and maybe just not run numbers and present because we have lives, and it is when you get this knowledge, and it is super rough. And I don't want to, I mean, I guess that's a legitimate way to use mental health. Not to say mental health like we're trying to program 11-year-olds, because obviously kids aren't watching this and they won't be allowed to watch this, right? So
no.
we're not some big channel where, oh, we're gonna push some agenda. Let's talk about this certain thing, correct?
Mm.
But it's almost a good reflection. Maybe reflection isn't the right word, but if you were to talk about mental health, I'm telling you, when you get this knowledge, maybe you're out of prison, you're trying to enter the workforce, enter the world. That is rough, because you see how everyone operates. Just what's the term? I don't know, zombie fight,
Yeah, it seems
and
that way.
I got out of prison and I went like, hey, let me set up this bank account. Oh, you have to make an appointment. Um, oh, let me call around. Oh, you can drive to Chandler. They have an opening to set up your account right now. I'm just like, huh? You know what I mean? Can I go
Yeah.
back to prison? Like, man. So that's rough. And fortunately, I was given a job and a chance right away. Easier than I thought, which was, and then I had to step away from that. And then I really found out, like, wow, this is rough. And then, you have a background. So you're limited. And it's kind of like you have to almost manipulate your way into a job because you're going to get interviewed. Here's all of my information. When really you only need a couple of things to know if you're going to hire me, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And I know I talk a lot, so excuse me, but
No, you're
you can
good.
interrupt at any point. It's just interesting, and they know this when you're in prison. They tell you, dude, it's gonna horrible out there. And if it wasn't for that class they gave me, all of that stuff's just interesting, because I was born in the 8th month and they put me in building 8, which is,
Wow.
and then they released me on the day leaving 18 days in the year, and my birthday 1881. Um, a lot of that stuff really sunk in.
Yeah, I
Okay,
bet.
and you will learn other things that matter if you do experience going to prison. Um, that's just interesting. Safford, okay, Safford, Arizona.
Mm.
It's way interesting because there's a football player named Matthew Stafford. I'm just like, a lot of that shit's weird. I'm not famous. It's just if everybody pays attention, y'all see it too with yourselves. I know
Yeah.
you do with the 11/2 birthday.
Yeah, twos have like run through my life quite a bit. Mm.
Mine too.
Yeah.
Mine too.
Yeah.
Anyways, that stuff's just all interesting. And then there's a Safford connection with my personal life. Safford, and I'm just trying to think of it in my head. You say these words in your head and you're like, what else is there? Ford, which is interesting. I mean, I'm not just trying to match stuff. It's just we have to think, okay? What's really going on here is that the world is fake, right? So
Yeah.
I don't know, semi rant. But what am I? Let me see. I actually have to be at work in less than 6 hours. And what's weird is that sounds comforting. Like, wow, that's not bad. But the fact that you have to sit and count down, and then it gets closer and then nobody wants to go. I mean, look, I mean,
Yeah.
I've wanted, look, you're getting paid. I've been at the spot where, hey, it's comfortable. You go in, do your own thing. Nobody bothers you. It's like you have a boss, but they're letting you do your thing. That is a good feeling, but you're still like, you're really killing yourself, right? And
Yeah, of course you will. Mm.
that's about as comforting as it was. And we're talking about a job that's right down the road and you could just do your thing, basically. Like, hey, just do your thing, get it right. But, and I can't say that I ever wanted to go, even though you come up, whatever, 100 and some bucks, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I think there's a different way. And, I'm learning too. We kind of know the basic steps of how to get there, but you're caught up in it, right?
Yeah, it's like you can't escape the system, can you? Wherever.
You really can't because somehow, some way, look, we're trapped in this where you're gonna be. Look, they say like you're born naked or whatever, right? Well, let's just say like, oh, okay, I want to just go back to that. That's not gonna fly, right? So it's like you have to
Exactly.
buy.
Doesn't
So
work.
you have to buy clothes, right?
Yeah.
Right, and we're not going
It
to
costs you
provide
just
those
to live,
clothes.
doesn't it? It costs you
We're not.
just to live.
Yeah, we're not going to provide those clothes. You're going to buy those clothes on top of it, right?
Yeah, from our companies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're gonna. It's going to be with money that's grown that you're working, and it grows, right? Isn't it money? That's what they say. They may be lying. I don't know. Is money? Am I wrong with that tree money thing? Maybe.
Well, yeah, they say it a lot, don't they? Like money doesn't grow on trees, but it's.
Well, we could
I mean, we
say
don't
that.
even have paper money anymore. Our money's plastic in the UK.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, our notes are plastic.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Mm.
Well, let's think
Yeah.
of the word note. C note, C3. It probably means something else, but when I see C, I see three. C
Mm.
note, C note. Yeah, 100, right? Is that like $100 bill? I don't know. Maybe there's a rapper called C Note. C Note. I don't know everything. You know what I'm saying? I know
Mm.
Portland equals 100, and they traded Dame Dollar to Milwaukee. Bucks. Milwaukee equals 100. Dame Dollar.
Mm.
Number zero. Ooh, number zero.
0.
No value.
Yeah, I don't think money has any value. I think that's an illusion as well.
Yeah, they did
I
that
think
to
it's an
us.
illusion.
They just
Yeah,
print it.
where you think it's got value.
I mean, they just print it. So you're printing it, you're talking paper, right?
Exactly.
Didn't they say paper is trees?
Well, yeah, if it's paper, isn't it? It comes from wood, doesn't it?
The reason why I'm saying it like that is because I wouldn't even bet on it. I don't know.
Mm.
Do you do that process? I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, maybe it's true. Maybe whatever,
Yeah,
right? I'm not betting on
yeah,
anything they tell us, but it supposedly, right?
yeah.
I
We
mean,
can't
that's what
trust
I'm saying
anything
about
that they say.
it. This is why I have no problem saying I don't know everything, right? I can't spend
No,
a
it's
lot
so
of
true.
time catching up from the many years of being lied to. But I'm pretty caught up
Yeah.
on this trending news, you know?
Mm. Well, they're
Mm,
just rolling out a script, aren't they? They've got a script and they're just playing it out. So,
very
and they just
much
take
so.
us along for the ride and just pull us in
Yeah.
deeper
So
into lies.
look, we're gonna get um this takeoff rocket 111 D-backs, Diamondbacks, Arizona's 111, New York equals 111, planes, Genesis equals 111, computers equals 111. You're going to be getting these stories, and you're going to be getting the 112, Donald equals 112, even Luke Perry 112, the Ottawa Senator birthday 11/12, suspended 41 games. That was synced up with Pete Rose, right? Whitney Houston dead on the 11th day of the second month. And that's
Mm.
the 40. I don't know. My mind is boggled because I'm not even supposed to be doing numbers right now, right?
No, but it's hard to
That's
avoid
the
it because
112.
they're doing things. It's a ritual, isn't it? So it's done by like
It's
it's like
like one
clockwork, isn't it?
ritual. It's one
Mm.
ritual, and a lot of decoders want to tell you their individual rituals. The whole world's fake by numbers, right?
It's
When
a
you're
whole ritual,
born.
isn't it? It's like rituals within just one big
Hmm.
ritual.
Yeah. So when I say I'm synced with Kobe Bryant by the numbers, other decoders will laugh at because they're protecting that the whole world's fake. They want you to think that remember, celebrities are a distraction,
Of course they are. Yeah.
right? So as I'm saying, look at this fake stuff, I'm saying everything's fake, you're fake. I'm not shying away from that. And I'm not criticizing people who are utilizing their brain to think like that, because we were all
Mm,
taught at one point that the world is fake, weren't we?
yeah, yeah.
Right? Uh, I don't have any God who tells me what I can do or what I can't do.
I
Right?
think we all know deep down what's right and wrong. Well, you'd like to think
I
people know
know.
what's right and wrong.
Yeah, and sometimes it's funny when people fall for the script, because I may have said it. There's a selection coming up, and what is the main agenda? To divide everybody. Don't fall for the script, y'all. Okay? YouTube is the new TV. Look at me with the small channel right here. And then you see when I
Yeah.
go live. Is my channel popping? My channel's not popping, right?
No.
If you're getting okay.
You
No,
don't
look,
you don't get a big YouTube channel unless YouTube or the system wants that. It doesn't work.
it doesn't
A
work.
regular person doesn't get that kind of coverage. It just doesn't happen.
Yeah, or like what's his name? Tim Ballard, Sound of Freedom. You're not exposing shit when you're on their platform. YouTube's
No,
their
and especially
platform.
when your name's pushed out there as well.
Yeah, because they have certain people that they
The
accept
gatekeepers,
certain
isn't it?
information. Yeah, that's exactly it. And
Yeah,
everybody knows. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. Right?
yeah,
That's why we don't watch the news. We just decode it.
yeah. Well, it's fake, isn't it? I mean, I'm not saying things aren't happening,
Yeah,
but
because really
it's
those
planned events, isn't it? These things have been planned, like the 9/11. That was clearly a planned event. That wasn't an
mhm.
accident.
Yeah, and
That
those
wasn't.
people, um, those people, right? Those people, I mean, just open your eyes. Is
Mm.
that racist? I don't think oh, I'm a mixed race. I don't think they like that. Right?
What's your
Wow.
what's your mix? This sounds so horrible, but
Oh, you have to understand that my last name is O'Connor, which is like Irish, right? Supposedly.
yeah,
I
oh,
don't know.
yeah.
But my dad is Hispanic, and my dad died
Yeah,
when I was about to meet him. Right? Because we lose our parents. We
yeah.
lose one parent, right? Maybe not
Mm.
everybody,
None.
but we're
I've got
conditioned
both
to
my
lose
parents.
one parent, right? And so my other parent is from Canada.
Wow.
I like hockey,
Mm.
so I can kind of reach different people. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I have the 8/18 birthday, 8/18/81. Everybody knows about Sinead O'Connor and 18. Everybody knows about Sandra Day O'Connor in 81.
Mm.
Arizona. Come on, right? Come on. Grand Canyon State, 181. The 42nd Prime. Grand Canyon, 181. Tempe, Arizona, 181.
Mm.
42nd Prime. Arizona equals 42. Pat Tillman. That script with the war, number 42. Here we go with the other script. Not talking about it for the next 20 years. Y'all can go watch the news. Ooh,
Mm.
ow,
It's like they
ooh,
recycle stuff, isn't it? Recycle
ooh.
stories and stuff, isn't it? They
Yeah.
what goes around comes around.
Mhm.
That's what they say.
You know what's funny though? It's not really funny when you're in this world that we're in, us in this world right here, and we all know each other, right?
Yeah.
We don't have no excuses for common sense stuff, right?
Mm. Yeah.
Like I'm trying to say, what is math? What is Matthew J. O'Connor coming on here and saying that's lacking common sense right now? Am I on here telling people to gamble? No.
Nobody
Am
should
I
be
on
encouraging
here?
people to do things like that. Yeah.
Am I on here encouraging people to give me money because I'm gonna change the world? No, because I'm not gonna change the world.
No.
Am I on here purposely following the world agenda and dividing people? No,
No.
because it's a small world we have. A smart person wouldn't divide it.
No. There's of only a few of us, a handful of us that are awake anyway. So to divide that community, we'll just
Now,
destroy each other if that happens.
now that doesn't mean that we don't keep each other in check.
No, there's room for like being, like constructive criticism, isn't there? But you don't have to tear people down and divide people and fall out.
And then give you the duality and say that you're exposing
Yeah.
it. All they gotta just listen to what I'm saying.
I do
Okay?
sometimes think that the truth community is a lot more divided than the people that aren't awake sometimes.
You have a black person at
It's
the
sad.
top, and then you have a white person
Mm,
on purpose,
yeah.
right? They had to divide that right away.
Of course they did, yeah.
So, does anybody else say that? Or am I the only one that notices that? Do I have to be
Mm,
afraid? No, because I can do what I want. Isn't
yeah.
that the truth, though?
Well,
I
they
think that's
divide
the truth.
men and women as well, don't they? They don't want a man and a woman getting on or agreeing on anything. That's another
Nope.
thing that I see a
But
lot.
they're not going to tell you that, though. They're going to talk
No,
about other stuff that doesn't have that has nothing to do with what we're talking about,
it's just
right?
dividing small groups of people, isn't it? Into even
Even if that,
smaller groups of people.
but look, even if other stuff was true that they want to talk about, okay, now we talk about this and then how you're a dirtbag, right? And
Mm.
I'm not talking about you. I'm just
No, I
saying
know.
I've been, I know what's going on. This is what I'm saying. So
Yeah, you
we
can
can
see
do
it
this. Nobody, hey, look, like I really have a life where, like, you know what I'm saying? I really, this is really what I do. So,
now. Oh, I
I
know that.
mean,
Yeah, I see that myself. Mm.
ooh, it takes a lot of pain. You go through a lot of pain, right? No, I'm not acting. You don't come on here and act. I don't think
No.
Leos are good actors, really. I think Leos are themselves.
Well, I can't act for nothing, so.
Oh, you're a Scorpio. You're talking this is a massive killer combo. You know what I'm saying? Number one on the menu with the Scorpio and the Leo. Talk about
Mm.
as far as the script leading countries. And I'm not dissing other zodiacs because what my weakness I have no problem talking about, right? But man, my heart has really been damaged. So maybe is that a weakness still? Hmm. You know me kind of right now a little bit. I mean, we've been talking for about 9 weeks or something, but
Yeah.
I'm pretty up. I don't I think that I know what's going on. I don't know if you think that I'm falling for some script or something, but
No, I think you're quite aware of what's going on. We've discussed it
yeah,
lots of times, haven't we? It's just divide, divide.
Yeah, and
by
I
any
will
means necessary.
these scripted characters out there, um, in celebrity, like they are there because they're relating to you. Grasp onto it because what they are telling you is this is how you're supposed to handle certain situations because that's how your base character. You see what I'm saying?
Mm,
By the numbers,
mm,
right?
yeah.
Right? So you could look up all them Katie's that are famous, and then you see all, well, whoa, 112, what, 122,
Yeah.
221? It's my birth. What?
I've,
United Kingdom? What? England? Oh, that's close. Right?
yeah. Why
You
do
know
you
what I'm
think that
saying?
happens with like us? Because they're obviously nothing to do with us, but why do you
Oh,
think their
because
numbers?
oh, because because the world's ran by numbers. You're born, you're given a number, and then everything you do is a number. Try giving birth outside of a hospital. Let me know how it works.
Yeah, well, they try and force. They don't like They don't like women giving birth at home either, do they?
It's manipulation, though. They say it's for safety. No, because they have to stamp it with the numbers. They're not just gonna go off of what you say if you had to report it. No,
Yeah,
that's their script. They're running the script. You're on their
they need.
watch. That's their kid.
Yeah, well, they
Give me
need
a break,
track of
man.
every baby, every child, don't they, that comes into this world?
Look at your mail, how you're a corporation, all with the all cap with the capitals, all that shit.
So that is, yeah.
Give me a break, man. This world is could be worse. It could be somewhere else. Like really, I could be in. I was in prison. They made us work. Now,
Yeah.
no, we didn't. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. Yeah, you did. You made us work. You know what
Mm.
I'm saying? 30 cents. What? And they even manipulate some of them, just like out here. Hey, I want
Yeah.
to. I like it. Which you
Mm.
get the routine. So I didn't. I go to prison, so you teach me a routine. I already know. Well, I know a routine. Right? I got some money. Oh, you got to work. If you don't work, your refusal to work. Right? We're gonna send you to this
Yeah.
other place. They're gonna beat you up because you were here, and that place is like higher. So you're gonna get beat up because you're coming from here. They have no respect for here. See?
Yeah. It's like layers,
You
isn't it?
see? No, that's what they do, and then they let you get beat up. They know you're gonna get beat up, but you see how that's manipulation.
Yeah.
Come on, right? Why would I
It's all
care?
by design.
I honestly just want to say all that stuff because I don't mind excitement. Like somebody do something, get me out of this situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, just get me out of this.
Mm.
I don't want to be a slave. Somebody do something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right?
Well, we're all still slaves, aren't we?
Yeah, and then
This
when
is
you try
literally
not to be a
modern day
slave,
slavery, isn't it? And people can't even see that they're
when you
slaves.
try, yeah, when you try not to be a slave, even just people around you will get mad at you.
Yeah, I've seen that a lot.
Um, I didn't work for 3 months, and I see it all over everybody's face. Who does he think he is?
Yeah, like who do you think you are? Like,
Who do you think you are? What you bought this? You bought that, and you're not working? Who do you think you are? Why did you buy that? You buy something important, right? Oh, let me get
mm,
this vehicle real quick. You know what I'm saying? Let me get this vehicle real quick. I got the money real quick, right? It's a vehicle. Bam. You know what I'm saying? Get it done. Why? Why did you do that? It's just like, why not? I don't.
you can't
Eh.
even, you
It's
can't
just
even
like,
talk to people that aren't
it's
awake. I
like,
find it very difficult.
I mean, what you got to do is just kind of like humor, laugh with them. Don't get offended. Just like, remember last year when that shit happened? You know what I mean? Dude died in the bathtub right here. Remember I came in and told you? Remember I told you a year ago? I know you remember. You got mad. Remember? Say Houston,
Yeah,
bathtub, Houston 112, Houston Astros, Astro World. Remember you got all mad? Look, it's a year later. Look at this shit. Bathtub, Mr. Perry. Oh, I believe you. I believe you. But then they get mad again or some shit. It's like, so
yeah,
you're not mad at the news. You just got lied. They told you Will Smith, that slap was fake with Chris Rock. Chris
yeah.
Rock,
Of course it
Black
was.
Rock, Desert, Nevada. They tell you it's
Yeah,
fake. Like you fell for a year thinking it's real or whatever. How long it's been, I don't know. And oh, it's fake. Oh, you're cool with it. They told you it's fake now. It's like, come on. I heard it the other day though. I mean, where Jada or somebody, whatever. I don't even follow us. I just you overhear shit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I don't watch hardly any of it anymore. It's not well, other than if you're listening to something about what's going on, like we do, listen to other channels or.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, it's just bathtub listeners
Decoding,
as
that's
well,
how I
isn't
hear
it?
about this stuff. Trending news,
Yeah, yeah,
So, maybe we'll keep it at around 41 minutes. It looks like I can get a little bit of sleep.
yeah. Get some
Um,
rest, Matt.
I'm gonna try to just make this public and just put it like that. Um,
Okay.
right?
Yeah,
I don't even know, like, what kind of screenshot. I don't know. I'll just screenshot that in case I use that. Maybe, maybe that'll be the screenshot. Here, maybe let me take another one real quick. Maybe I'll just not have a thumbnail. I don't know. Okay. So I don't know why I don't see where I can share a screen on here, but this is cool. 3:30. We would have probably still been doing a live if we ran some other numbers, so we do something different. I'm chilling here.
yeah. It's nice to do something different, isn't it? Sometimes, like, you need a bit of a
Yeah,
break from the
yeah, and
regular.
maybe we'll do this more, and then we'll just talk and try to not talk about numbers all the time. But
Yeah, it's
uh,
cool. Well, it's just like a test thing, wasn't it? We were just saying do
yeah.
something
Oh,
different.
all right, Katie. So maybe the more we do this, I figure out like, man, can I share anything on here? This is
Yeah,
cool
that'd
with
be
the
good,
plan,
wouldn't
but
it?
it would be nice. Press a button. Hey, look at this pic as I'm talking about it. Doesn't hurt.
Yeah,
Anyways, I
exactly.
appreciate you. I'll end this.
Yeah,
Maybe it'll
appreciate
let
you
you
too
stay
much.
after I end it. So anybody, all y'all out there, we appreciate you. I know Katie will speak for herself, but I appreciate you.
Yeah,
What
well, I
is it?
appreciate you too.
October
Yeah,
October 29th, 2023, coming up on that Halloween too.
yeah.
Um,
That next few days, isn't it? That's another big night for
yeah,
these elites, isn't it?
yeah, and October equals 111, like Genesis, New York, Arizona's 111, Diamondbacks in the World Series, Lewiston, Maine, bowling alley, like the guy's name is Robert Card, and you have the St. Louis Cardinal baseball team, and they wear red. That's where Sexy Red's from, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
barf, Trump red, barf, right? We can just decode like this, whatever. Okay, so we'll end it. Appreciate you, Katie, everybody out there.
yeah. Appreciate everybody, and you too, Matt.
All right, but
Bye.
if it ends,